continue our journey with the types of artificial intelligence. What are the different types of artificial intelligence? Or you can also say the different phases of artificial intelligence. Okay. So we have three different phases of artificial intelligence, guys. So first one is artificial narrow intelligence. Second one is artificial general intelligence. And third one is artificial super intelligence. Okay. So artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence, and artificial super intelligence. Okay. So now let us see what is the difference between each and everything. So what is the phase of artificial narrow intelligence? What is the phase of artificial general intelligence? And what is the phase of artificial super intelligence? Okay. So if you see the definition of artificial narrow intelligence. So what is the definition of artificial narrow intelligence, or what is artificial narrow intelligence? Okay. So artificial narrow intelligence is also known as a weak AI, involves applying only AI for specific tasks. Okay, so what is artificial narrow intelligence? Artificial narrow intelligence, also known as weak AI, involves applying AI only to specific tasks. Okay, for example, if you see Alexa, so if you ask Alexa to play music, it will play the music. That's it. If you ask any query, it will reply to you. But it can't do any task apart of that one. Okay, so its task is limited. Okay, so this is called as artificial narrow intelligence. So in the early stages of artificial intelligence, this particular stage is there, or the phase is there, which is called as artificial narrow intelligence. Okay. So an example of that is iPhone unlocking by seeing your facial recognition and other things case. Okay. Next, if you see what is artificial general intelligence. Okay. So what is artificial general intelligence is artificial general intelligence. It is also called as AGI. So now actually we are in the era of AGI, which is called as artificial general intelligence. Okay, so we are not in the era of AI. We are in the era of artificial general intelligence. So artificial general intelligence is also known as strong AI. What it does is the machines that possess the ability to perform any intellectual task a human being can. So it is compatible, or the AI can perform any intellectual task a human being can. For example, an example is, for example, we have ChatGPT, we have Olama, we have Bird. Okay, we have something like DeepSeek, and also these are the examples of this artificial general intelligence. Okay, so now we are in the era of artificial general intelligence, right? And then if you see something called as the next phase of artificial intelligence, so in the coming future, okay, so in the coming future, we will be in the era of artificial super intelligence. So artificial super intelligence is a term referring to the time when the compatibility of the computers will suppress humans. Okay. So it's a myth, guys. Don't know whether it will happen or not. So they say that when we reach artificial super intelligence, the computers will suppress human race, and also it is estimated that we will reach this field, this area of artificial super intelligence by 2032 to 35, something like. Okay. Because what is the reason why there is a tremendous development in artificial intelligence is a part of artificial intelligence development and evaluation, guys. These days, quantum computers are also coming into the market. Okay. So there is a lot of research going on quantum computing. So because of this quantum computing, the speed and the processing or the accuracy levels will be to a greater extent. Okay. So that might be the reason why we can achieve this artificial super intelligence by 2032, something like that. Fine. So now generally in the market, what we are using is we are using traditional machine learning. Okay. Traditional AI or something like that. When quantum computing comes, we have something called as QML, that is quantum machine learning. Okay. So quantum machine learning will be far more faster than this traditional machine learning. Okay. And the accuracy will be more, and the problem solving ability will be more, and lot of things will happen due to this quantum evolution. Okay. So do remember, quantum computing plus artificial intelligence. It's a deadly combination which is going to change the world a lot. Okay, so the world will not be the same what you are seeing nowadays. Within 5 years, the world is going to change tremendously. Okay, so that is what the thing is, and so that in that case, we will achieve this phase of artificial super intelligence. Okay, that is the thing. And next, if you see what are the practical use of artificial intelligence, so what practically we can do using artificial intelligence, and what are the various companies are doing. So what are the various companies are doing using this artificial intelligence? Okay, so if you take this company, JP Morgan, I guess you are very much familiar with this company. So JP Morgan company, so what they do is they use this artificial intelligence for analyzing the legal documents. Okay. For example, any project document is there, a legal document between companies and companies, a legal document between a country and the companies and all. So for an ordinary person, it will take so much time to analyze and all, but using the concepts of artificial intelligence, we can do it in a very fast way. Okay, so that is how JP Morgan company is using this artificial intelligence, and IBM Watson. So IBM Watson these days, guys, they are spending a lot of amount on in especially into healthcare industry. Okay, so they are developing so many medical. Diagnose things, especially in cancer curing and other things, right? So that is how IBM is using artificial intelligence. And then Google with the Google AI. So they are identifying something called as diabetic retinopathy, and they are working on this thing with one of the famous eye hospitals in India. Okay, so that is how they are using, and Google uses in many ways. And in Facebook also, suppose if you upload a photograph and if you tag the name of that person, next time you upload that photo, it will automatically identify. Okay. So Facebook uses machine learning and deep learning to detect facial features and tag your friends and all those things. Even they uses the concepts of artificial intelligence case. Okay. So these are the daily day life where you are seeing artificial intelligence, but you are unable to identify that there the concept of artificial intelligence is there. Okay. So many companies are using artificial intelligence. Knowing or unknowing, you will use that one, but you will not able to identify where the AI is there exactly. Okay. And next, Twitter. So now it is called as X, fine. So Twitter, see, lot of people will tweet in Twitter. Okay, so in X, we don't know what type of tweet it is, whether it is related to terrorist account or whether any illegal activities is there behind the Twitter and all. Uh, but to analyze the tweets and all, the company is using artificial intelligence case. Okay, so that is how this X is using. And if you see Google, so even Google engine these days, search engine. So previously Google, if you search for anything, it is an ordinary Google search engine. But if you see these days, Google search engine has inbuilt AI in it. One. Okay, Google Gemini. Okay, so Google is also using a lot of AI. So Google is doing a lot of research in the area of artificial intelligence. Okay, and Google Assistants. Okay. For example, guys, if you want to book a ticket or for a movie ticket, or if you want to book a seat in the restaurant or something like that, you call for appointment fixing and all. So another way, opposite side, there might be a human speaking with you, but you think that the person is a human, but it's not like human. It is a AI assistant, or you can call it as the AI agents. So they are using this Google Assistants and all. Okay, so the moment this Google Assistance has come, many of the call center people are losing their jobs. Okay, many of the call center people are losing their jobs. You remember that thing. And next, if you see self-driving cars are coming into the market. Okay, so it is also already has come. It is also a practical example of artificial intelligence. Okay, so self-driving cars has come into the market. So what is the meaning? So a lot of drivers are going to lose their jobs. Okay, so already that is happening. Fine. And if you see, AI is there in every branches. Okay, so if you see, AI is there in knowledge-based applications, in expert-based, in computer vision, natural language processing, and all so many areas. Artificial intelligence is there. And if you see, AI is branching in every aspect. Okay, so AI is there in healthcare industry, AI is there in e-commerce industry, okay, AI there in digital industry, okay, digital marketing and social media and other things. So AI is there in financial industry, AI is there in social media, so AI is there in robotics. So if you see, AI is branching out into every aspect of our lives. It is possible that AI may take our lives. We don't know whether this will happen or not, but it is a myth that one day AI will take our lives or something like that. Okay. So this is what the practical examples and how the companies are using artificial intelligence, guys. Okay. So that is what the scenario is. Okay. And